Hi guys, it's Kyarko here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of the cottage for the three bears from the fairy tale story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, which is a very random build idea. I've never built a house for bears before, and I tried to take that into some consideration at least when I was, putting in furniture and stuff. I was like, would a bear be able to use this or not? I mean, in general, I don't think that this is super bear accessible, but I tried a little bit, so let me know what you think. In terms of the build of the cottage, I was like, how the heck would a bear build this stuff without, opposable thumbs? And I kind of figured, maybe in this universe, the universe of Goldilocks, the other animals or humans, other creatures build stuff and then they all sell it in a market somewhere, so the bears have access to things that bears cannot make. Anyways, that is my long explanation of how this house even exists. But this was pretty fun to do just because, again, never made a house for bears before, so that was an interesting concept to work with. I was going for a very strong fairy tale vibe, and I kind of experimented a lot with my color palette on the inside. It looks very, I don't know, it's just an interesting color palette. Let me know what you think of it. But here I'm just setting up the exterior of the house, putting in my little side roof things over these really cool stained glass windows. All the windows are actually stained glass. I thought that was really pretty, I don't know, nice. It has this a fairy tale kind of medieval-y vibe to it, and I really like that. That's what I was just really going for. But putting in, let's see, exterior flowers, exterior trees, just trying to make it seem like this is really in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods, because, that's where this takes place, right? I think. I don't know. I don't remember much about the story of Goldilocks. I know that, she comes to this house and, she eats 3 bowls of porridge and then she sits in the 3 different chairs and then she sleeps in the 3 different beds, and that's all on the inside of the house. But other than that, I'm not sure what, why is she there? Why is Goldilocks in the woods? Is there a backstory behind this? Is there an explanation, or is it just one day this person was in the woods and they saw this house and then they, decided to become a home invader for a day? I don't know what the backstory of Goldilocks is, but I thought that the whole thing about the all the 3s in the house, 3 chairs, 3 beds, 3 porches would be pretty fun to do and, fun to experiment with, so let me know what you think. But we are on the inside of the house now, so I chose these wood floors, which I like these wood floors a lot whenever I do cottages or things like that, because they're so worn down, and I really like that worn look for cottages because it just makes the wood, it makes the house seem used and old and, just looks cool. I like it a lot. And then I put in my wood walls again because, I just like with the worn wood look. I think it looks pretty cool. And then I'm just gonna set up a little mini kitchen here. So obviously I gotta use these counters, which I always use, literally almost in every single one of my builds, because I love these counters. They're beautiful. I love the texture, the used texture of them. It just is so cool, the chip paint. And then I thought about putting in a stove. I actually end up deleting the stove later, mainly because I kind of figured I don't think bears need to cook their food, right? They can eat raw food. I think they're omnivores, right? I don't know. So they'd probably be eating a lot of, non-cooked food. So I was like, you know what, they don't need a stove. And I didn't really want to put in a stove, so it worked out in the end. And then I'm just gonna put in a big round table over here. Kind of acts as the dining table, but not super much like a dining table, because they probably sit in their 3 chairs that you'll see later. But this is more like a work table for the kitchen where they probably, put together their food and stuff like that. And obviously these are anthropomorphic bears. Obviously they're not, completely wild animals. Because in the story they talk and stuff or something, don't they? I don't know. But here I'm putting in the 3 chairs. So the big blue chair is Papa Bear's chair, and then the yellow chair is Mama Bear's chair. And then, for a second I put in this black chair here, the black chair for the little baby bear, but I end up swapping it out for a different chair. And I kind of changed this arrangement a little bit later, but you can get an idea of what their 3 chairs are gonna look like. I always thought it was a cute idea to have designated chairs for people. How in Up, the movie Up, Carl has his own designated chair and then Ellie has her own designated chair. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've never like seen that in real life. Like I've never like in my own house, I'm like, oh, that's like my dad's chair and that's my chair. We just had a, you know, like a couch and a recliner. But it was like no one's like, you know, designated chair. I always thought that was a really cute idea. Probably something I'd do in my own house in the future if I have enough money to buy like a really, really nice, like fancy Victorian, like wing-backed, you know, like vibrant, like ruby chair. That would be like my dream chair, I think. Like, I don't know, something like that. Is it weird that I have a dream chair? I don't know. That's the life of an, you know, aspiring interior designer for you. And then I hung all these like herbs in the house because I figured, you know, they're animals, they're bears. Maybe like it's a thing that they have, you know, herbs everywhere or something like that. Or maybe it's like a smell thing. Maybe the herbs like make the house smell more like outdoorsy and nice, and that's like their version of like potpourri or something like that. But as you can see, I put in that little wood chair on the side next to the coffee table, and that is Baby Bear's chair. But here I am just putting in, again, the coffee table, adjusting the plant on it, and I'm gonna put in a pillow on Mama Bear's chair. I thought about doing like a character build for you guys and just stick it at the end of this video. I ended up not doing that because it's such a stupid idea. But I would just literally make 3 Sims and then put them all in like bear suits. And that would be like the build. It would be like 3 seconds long, but I don't know, I just thought that was so stupid, but that's what I thought of doing because I couldn't find like any bear custom content. Like I tried looking, but there was nowhere I could find like even like bear statues, you know, couldn't find it. So, you know, you'll have to use your imagination about, you know, the bears in this house. But we're gonna move on to the bedroom like / main entrance area, which is just gonna have the 3 beds. It took me a while to figure out the configuration of this room. I wanted Papa Bear to have like a really big bed, but I just couldn't make it fit because this house was kind of small. So it ends up being 2 twin beds for the parents and then like a smaller toddler sized bed for the baby bear. Yeah, I don't know why Mama Bear and Papa Bear don't sleep in the same bed. I don't know if they're having issues or if that's like a bear thing, but I guess they just don't share a bed. It's just not their thing, and that's fine. I respect their marriage, how they want to live their lives. Yeah, so this is the Mama Bear's bed I'm setting up right now. Ooh. Oh, here I'm going into the kitchen. Oh, okay. I forgot about the porridge, and here's where I remembered it. I didn't have any like exact porridge CC, so instead I use this like mashed potato bowl as like my version of porridge. And then here I am choosing the 3 bowls for the Papa, Mama, and Baby Bear. So big bowl's Papa, medium bowl is Mama, and then the little bowl is the Baby Bear. So there's the porridge, 3 bowls, 3 chairs, put some stools on the table there. Gonna move in to decorate this wall a little bit with a tapestry, and then I'm just gonna put in some shelves over here. Which I just decorate pretty simply. I tried to keep like everything, it's gonna sound so stupid, I tried to keep everything bear relevant. Like, I didn't want to put in anything that was so outrageously like not bear-y, you know? Like all the artwork on the walls, I made sure to avoid like any artwork that included like humans or like things that a bear would obviously not be interested in. So I try to keep the artwork like pictures of animals or tapestries or things that were like kind of abstract, you know, just to keep it in the bear realm. But as you can see, I'm setting up the shelf right now, keeping within my color palette, and then over here we're just gonna put in some clothes washing stuff, and then on this side we're gonna put in some hanging plates just as a little decoration. I thought that was really pretty. And then we're gonna move back to this room, which for some reason I popped in, put into bed, and then popped out. I don't know why I did that. But as you remember, we have Mama Bear's bed there, and here I am setting up Papa Bear's bed. So I switched it to this side instead. So Papa Bear's bed is the one on the left, the green headboard, and then Mama Bear's bed is the one with the blue blanket. So here I'm just trying to choose like a blanket for the Papa Bear's bed. I don't remember what blanket I ended up choosing actually. We'll see in a sec. What did I do? I really don't remember. Was it this one? I think it's, no, it's not that one. I think I just end up putting in like, yeah, that folded blanket there. And then we're gonna put in the little Baby Bear's bed, which is a toddler bed. I thought was pretty cute because he'd be like cub sized, I think. So I think that bed would work. And then here I'm just putting in a dresser. I really like this one because it had like the tree work, the tree design on the front, and the paint looked kind of worn down. It was like the exact look I was going for. And then you can see I put in a little teddy bear because like the bear would have like a little teddy bear in the same way that you give like a child a doll. You give a little bear a teddy bear, you know? And then I'm gonna put in some artwork up here. As I said before, it's gonna be bear related in some way. I don't remember what I ended up doing, let's see. Oh yeah, a little deer, so like obviously within the animal kingdom, and then that little painting of a bear there. So as you can see, it's all within the bear realm of reality. And then we're gonna put in a shelf above Baby Bear's bed, which is very hard to say, Baby Bear's bed. It's like a tongue twister. And then we're just gonna decorate it pretty briefly. My color palette, as you can probably see by now, is like blues and oranges and browns and stuff, which is refreshing because for some reason I don't use blue too much. Or maybe I do, maybe I'm just not reflecting well enough, but I don't recall using blue like a crazy amount, so it was really cool to use like a lot of blue in this build. And then we're just gonna stick in a closet over here, and then a little couch over here, I believe. I don't remember which couch I choose. This one? Yeah, that couch. Just so that they have another little seating area to, you know, sit down and be bears, I guess. And then we're gonna put in a rug here, just a simple blue rug. And then I believe that's it for this area. Or I put a little painting on the wall. And then we're gonna move over here. I'm just gonna put some curtains to cover up the door, and then we're gonna do the bathroom. Obviously, like, okay, like they're bears, right? So I don't think they're gonna, I don't know if they would use the toilet. Like, I don't know too much about this world, like how human-like they're supposed to be. I don't know if they would like go in the woods, or if they're more like the, oh, what is that toilet brand? Do you guys know that toilet paper brand that has the bears? Charmin Ultra Soft. I promise you this is not sponsored by Charmin Ultra Soft, but like those bears use the toilet, so maybe they're like that. They're the Charmin Ultra Soft bears. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna move outside pretty quick, and here's where I'm just gonna put the clothing line where they hang their clothes to dry, and just a little like wash bucket thing. And then on this side over here, we're just gonna put in a little outdoor table. I don't know what they would do here. Maybe just it's a table to eat. Maybe it's to like organize food or like gather things, something like that. And that is the full build. This is pretty fun to do. I had a lot of time to think about bears and fairy tales and stuff like that. And I always love doing builds like this, which are like, you know, weird random builds. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.